It's actually not bad. I mean, we can see your face. So,
I somehow that. Ah, well, guy. Okay. So, am I live now? Am I live now?
yes, you are. You can start.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. This is Professor here. So I'll be taking a topic in PHP called arrays in PHP. So basically, we're just going to be understanding the various type of arrays in PHP. So first thing first, what's an array? So an array is a special variable which can hold more than one value at a time. If you can list items, a list of cars names, for example, storing the cars in a single variable will look like that. So basically what you're saying, like, so I'm not actually using my code editor. I'm using yeah, so let me make this as big as possible. So let me set of auto run. So this is a website called PHP Sandbox. It allows you to run PHP code online. So basically from here, you will say an array is a special variable which hold more than one value at a time. So basically about variables. So let's say variable is something like this, $ car, let's say, or let's say mentor. Let's put one mentor here. Xylos. I'm supposed not to give him mentor, I'm supposed to give him cheap mentor, Xylos. So let's say we want to add more mentors. Um, we have to be doing something like this. Mentor 1, Xylos, mentor 2, Botun, mentor 3, you can say coded gifts, and mentor, sorry, I'm missing my variable, mentor 4, you can say Jeff, and mentor 5, we can say the matrix. Just get grabbing so many people names there. So I'm having an error here. So yeah, no errors. So these are the number of mentors we have, and just imagine we have 100 mentors. I have to do mentor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 100, which is going to make this kind of messy. So an array generally helps us to just do something like this. Mentors can just say array can just have Xylos, Motun, we can have coded gifts, we can have Jeff, we can have the matrix, sorry, the matrix. So now we can see this more readable than the other one, like mentors, and we kind of did converted this 5-line code to a 1-line code, which is really awesome. So let's say I want to get Motun, I can just say echo variable mentors, and I can just say 1. I'm going to explain why this is happening. So let's see. Yeah, so we have Motun here. I can say echo. Let's say I want to get the matrix. I'll say that is the matrix is 4. So let's see. Yeah, I have the matrix here. So now, basically, most of you be asking why is Motsun 1? Okay, some of you can be asking, how can I get Xylos? When I get Xylos, I'll just put 0 and I will see Xylos. So basically, why that is happening, because in arrays and basically in objects, so we start counting from 0. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Though this is there are 5 values here, but Xylos is starting with index of 0. So, sorry. So we have 3 different types of arrays. We have indexed arrays, we have associative arrays, we have multi-dimensional arrays. So what are index arrays? So index arrays, their indexes, like I said, always start from 0. And we have seen this already, or it can be indexed manually. So I won't really advise doing something like this. I would say always do this. Can actually make your code very, very dirty. Let's say you have like 10 cars. So you have to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically in some tutorials, you can see people doing arrays like this or like this. It all depends on the one you like, but basically I prefer doing this. It's shorter to me. Wrong, yeah. So basically some people do this, or they do this. Sorry, they do this. Yeah, it all depends on the one. Let me just say mentors 2 and mentors 1. They'll still give us the same thing. So let me just put stylus here. Oh, sorry, I need to echo the line break. Yeah, so 1. Oh, sorry, semicolon. 1. Yeah, so we can see Xylos. This still works, but in this tutorial, you see me using this more than this. I find this more better. And in some code bases, you see this more than this. Yeah, so let's keep going. So this is an index array. So let's say I want to get coded gifts. I can just say, let me change this back to what I had before. I can just say echo, or you can use print, variable mentors, and gift is, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. So gift is 2. So run. Yeah, I have coded gift. So somebody can be saying, how can I get the last value in an array? So let's say I want to get the matrix and I don't know the index of the matrix. I can just say -1. Oh, undefined index -1. Oh, JavaScript. Sorry, that is 4. 4. Yeah, so I have the matrix. That's I can get the matrix. So this basically what index array are. We get them based on their index. That is 0, 1, 2. And remember, you always start from 0. There's nothing like starting from 1. So another type of array that we have is called an associative array. So associative arrays are used in name keys where you assign to them. So there are 2 ways to create associative arrays. So this one way, this another way, but majorly we do this way. So let's say let me create an associative array called me. Yeah. So what's my name? Name. I go by the name Alexander. what is my Slack name? I go by the Slack username of Professor. What is my profession? I'm a full stack developer. Yeah. So this is another kind of array. So now for this kind of arrays, you can't get the values based on 1, 2, or 0. So let's say I try to do something like me 0. So let me echo it. So we can see it's an undefined array key 0. So there's nothing like 0 here. So let's say I want to get my Slack username, or just say Slack username this. So run, and I'll get professor. So if I want to get name, just change this to name. Then I will get Alexander. So that's how it works. So it's far more different from an index array. And majorly work with associative arrays more in production, majorly when you're working with database collections and the rest. That's talking from the Laravel end. You work with things like this, associative arrays. It actually helps more. It makes the code more readable than index arrays. Yeah. So another array we have is called multi-dimension arrays. So actually, multi-dimension arrays an array containing more or more arrays. PHP support multi-dimension arrays in 2, 3, 4, or more levels deep, but it's very advisable to have maximum of 5 to help in performance. So let's look at another one. So let's say, if you remember, we did something like this before, mentors, where we had Xylos, we had Otsun, we had the matrix, and we go missing. So let's say we want to make this more better. So you can see so this just an index array, as you all know. And let's say you want to like get their name. So with the multi-dimension array, let's just say MDA mentors. So we can see, so I like keeping my code clean. So we can do something like this. So we can see name is she, and sorry, I like using double quotes. So name she, username Xylos. So I can then have another array for Botun, Rayo, and our username is Botun. So let me just stop here. So I can have this an example of multi-dimensional array. You can have a multi-dimensional array of associative arrays, or you can just have something like this. You can just have something like this. Sorry. You can still have something like this. Yeah, so these are two examples of multi-dimensional arrays. So let me say multi-dimension associative arrays, and this is an index array. Yeah, so these are just two examples of multi-dimensional arrays. So this is just one level deep, and this is also one level deep. So let's say I want to get she here. So I will say variable IA IA, yeah, so that is 0. Why is it 0? Yeah, this is the first one in this array, 0 and name. So let me echo this. So as you can see, I'm getting J. If I want to get Motu, I'll just change 0 to 1. Then I'll get Motu here because I'm getting the name. Like I said, in an array, everything's starting from 0. So this is 0 and this is 1. So let's say I want to get Tomisin from this array. So I will just say, let me add bricks. Yeah. So brick, then another echo. Then I'm sorry, not brick. So I want to echo MAA mentor. I want to get Tom missing. So since I want to get Tom missing, this is 0 and this is 1. So I'm going to 1. Now in this one here, Tom missing is in what? This is 0 and this is 1. And that's also 1. So let's see what we have. So we have two missing here. So you can use multidimensional arrays as you can use them for associative arrays or index arrays. So I can still do something like this. I can still have another array here, and I can still have another array here like this. So this is the idea of multi-dimension array. So this is very legal. So let's say, let me change this to professor. So let's say I want to get professor here. I would like a professor here. So so I can just say variable MAE mentors. So professor is in the 0 index array. So that is 0. So this is 0, 1, 2. So this is 2. This here is 2. This is 0, 1, 2. So I'm going to enter 2. And in this array here, which is 2, professor is in number 1. So this is number 1. So let's see. Oh, semicolon. Sorry. Sorry, let me make this pretty. Yeah, so that is professor there. So basically, we use array majorly to help us group different numbers of variables to different values to just one variable. It actually makes the code cleaner, like something like this, and it makes us easy to access large number of data. So that is that on multi-dimensional arrays. So you help you store data in the table in 2-dimensional array. So another function for array is so we can actually sort arrays. So these are different methods to sort. We have arrow sorts, assort, case sorts, arc sort, and the truth is, majorly you won't actually use all of them. In some cases, you use the sort and the arrow sort. So let's look at arrow sorts. Yeah. So let's see. Sorts mentors echo, or yes, just brings underscore r variable mentors. Yeah. So if you notice, the matrix is first, Motun is second, Tomisin is third, and Zeros is the fourth. Why? Because he arranged the arrays ascendingly, like make the matrix, because he has D, so he has to be the first, bottom M second, don't missing T. So we have R sort. So let me just change this to R. This will update. So you can see Zealous is first, Tomisi is second, Motum installed, the matrix installed. So these are just various sorting arrays function in the core of PHP. So you can use any of them to do so many things. So there are still other functions that we have. So we have a function called array merge. So basically, so let's say we have two mentors lists. So let's call this mentors one, and we have another variable called mentors two. So let's say here we'll have Jeff. Here we can have Irara, we can have Professor, and we can have let's have Demis. So let's have this. So let's say we're given a task to join these two arrays together to become one. So we can create another variable. Yeah, let's call this variable mentors. Then we can just say array underscore merge variable mentors one, and we can have the other one mentors two, and let's just print this array out and see what we have. Yeah, so you can see we have all of them in one array. We have all of them because of this function array merge. Just join the two of them together. There are more than 20 other array functions. We have array walk. There are many others, but this is just the one we are going to touch for now. So are there any questions that you want me to answer? Kind of done here. So that's all for arrays in PHP. Yeah. So any questions or anything for me to answer? Hello? So like I said, an array is a special variable that holds more than one value at a time. That's what they're basically used for. So, and like I said, we have three types of array. We have the index array, associative arrays, and multi-dimension arrays. And for the index arrays, you access them based on the index 0. And in, like I said, the index always starts from 0 and 1 to 3. And we have associative arrays that we assign key value pairs to. And so let's say, for example, I want to look over these mentors arrays. So I can see for variable mentors, okay, variable I is equals to 0, variable I, sorry, I meant to use I is greater than equals to, greater than equals to variable mentor count variable mentors, sorry, variable I plus plus. So this just me writing a for loop to loop over the mentors. I can say variable mentors. Sorry. So variable mentors is so variable I. So I want to echo variable mentors. So run. No output. Why? Oh. That's error. Honest. Line 8. What is the error line 8? Oh, sorry. Line 8. What is error line 8? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Less than. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry. Yeah, typo from my end. So less than 4. So I can just say it's a mentor. So yeah. So these are places we can actually use array to do things like this. So that's all from my hand on arrays on PHP. If you have any questions, you can forward them to the Slack channel. Then I will answer them for you. That's all from me. Thank you and welcome. The negative indexing, it works more in JavaScript. You know, it's not working in PHP. Yeah. So does it mean associative arrays have something like dictionary with key? Yes. Associative arrays, they have key value. So let me show you something like that. So let's say we have, can I bring back old memories? Sorry. Let me see if I can bring back. Can I get back those guys back? Yeah, I can get them back. So let's say we have this. So let's say we have this. I want to loop over this. Can you see for each? So let's just call this mentors. Mentors as key value. Yeah, so that's how we can have something like that. Yeah. So any other question? The local server is it's not a local server. I'm actually using a website called PHP Sandbox to initiate that kind of environment. So I'm not using a local server at the moment. I'm just using a website to get it. Yes. So no more questions. So let's call it the end for today. If you have any more questions, you can drop them in the class channel, then I'll respond to them. Yeah.